Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So, quickly, I'm going to update you guys about my hair. It is, I have deep conditioner in right now, so that's what that is. I will be having that in my hair overnight. I plan on touching up and like bleaching these red spots because those did not come out as much as I would want them to be out. I do have a goal, and that's pale ash blonde, which sounds funny, honestly. But, yeah, so that's my goal, and I plan on getting there soon. I'm also going to try to do a complete makeover on myself soon, because I have looked the same since I was about 12, so just dyed my hair, like, different colors. So, I'm gonna try new things. But, other than that, yeah, my hair is doing pretty good. It's deep conditioning, and when I feel like it's at a very good state, then I'm gonna, bleach the parts, but I don't want to risk my hair completely falling out, because yes, it's just hair, but I still want my hair to be long. But if I gotta cut it, then I gotta cut it, but I don't want to up and make it where I definitely have to like chop off all my hair. But anyway, so I have a quick story time for you guys. It's just me talking about how my labor went. So my labor lasted about 18 hours in total. I pushed for about 2 hours. It was a vaginal birth. And I did have an epidural, because I'm a bit of a wuss. But a lot of people don't have epidurals, but I would go for it if I was anyone else too. So yeah. But I'm just a wuss, so even the tiniest bit of pain, I was sitting there screaming my head off. Well, kind of. I was handling it quite well, in a way. I'm not making any sense. What I'm meaning is that it didn't feel good at all. It sucked. It sucked really bad. And I was like, I'm definitely not going to sit like this for 18 hours. So give me the epidural, So they gave me the epidural. I was numb. I still felt a tiny bit of it, but not as much as I would have. I pushed for 2 hours, and honestly, having a baby and it being a vaginal birth, it felt like I was squeezing a watermelon out of there. Like, he came out 7 pounds 11 ounces, and he was 20.5 inches long. I did breastfeed for a while, by the way, but I stopped because I was not giving him as much as I wanted to, because he was eating more than I could produce, and that was causing us issues. And I did mix formula with breast milk for a while, but then he kept, it kept upping and upping and upping, and I could not keep up with him. So I ended up just stopping with the whole breast milk thing, and we give him formula, and that works a lot better for him now. He has not been alive for that long, though. He's like almost a month old. He's 3 weeks old. And so yeah, next Tuesday he will be a month old. But back to the story. I was actually whenever I made that fireworks video, and it was uploaded to my original channel before, but I had to delete that channel because of complications. There was a bug in my channel, and so I couldn't see who was viewing it. I couldn't see the subscribers. I couldn't do anything with my channel at all. Like it wasn't even in existence. Somebody would subscribe, and I would get told that they would subscribe by the thing, but it never showed up in it. Like, I could see that they subscribed, but the number would not go up at all. You know, I would have my friend go view my channel, and she would subscribe or like even comment, and none of the comments would pop up either. Like, it was like my channel was dead, but it was just a bug, and YouTube didn't know what was going on and all that. So other than that, whenever I actually created that YouTube video of the fireworks is well, it was the night that I edited the video and uploaded it to my first channel, is the night that I started going into labor. But so it was around like 3 a.m. on July 1st that I started originally going into labor, and it wasn't as bad. I had gotten out of the bathtub and went to walk to go lay on the couch, because whenever I was pregnant, I had restless leg, so it was better for me then. So I would lay on the couch, and I was just in a little bit of pain, not much, and it was about 3 a.m. So I uploaded that video, and I went to sleep, and I was in a tiny bit of pain. Wasn't extreme, was barely any pain. And then, while I was sleeping, I was having dreams of me going into labor because the pain was progressing. So I ended up waking up at about around 5 a.m. and I got up and I was in so much pain. I got on my exercise ball because I was like, I cannot go back to sleep. Like, I was in so much pain I couldn't go to sleep. So I was just on my exercise ball, and my mother, she woke up and came in there, and she was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm in pain. And it just kept progressing. I went to make me food, and I could barely stand up to make me food. I remember the last thing I ate fully before going into labor and being at the hospital was chocolate chip waffles. And they're like store-bought chocolate chip, not waffles, chocolate chip pancakes. I'm used to the Eggo waffles, but they were the pancakes, and I put them in the toaster and made them and ate them. And I drank water, and I think maybe apple juice, but mostly water. And I was, on my exercise ball. And then it got to the point where I couldn't be on the exercise ball because the pain was so excruciating. So I sat on the couch, and I remember it took me like almost an hour to get dressed because I kept going into contractions and screaming. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. And the pain just kept going. Didn't stop. But yeah, so we ended up going to the hospital, and I called my fiance and told him what was happening. So him and his dad met us at the hospital, and they put me in a wheelchair, and we went in the hospital. I was already pre-registered, so I just had to walk in, tell them my name, and tell them what was going on, and they just sent me up to a room, and they checked how far dilated I was, and I was at 4 centimeters, which is, if you are at 3 centimeters, they will admit you, and I was at 4, so they admitted me, and I got my own room. It was a pretty big room. It had a couch in it, and they had me laying in this bed, and I remember they had this, it was kind of like an exercise ball that they call a peanut, because it's shaped as a peanut. It like has the peanut shape, but it's a little exercise ball thing. And they, after they gave me the epidural, they put me in all kinds of weird positions with that peanut ball between my legs and stuff like that, to, like, lift up my leg and all that and help. And it took hours, and I mean hours, to get me to 10 centimeters. And whenever we got to 10 centimeters, I immediately like started pushing. 2 hours of pushing. There was only one complication during labor, and that was well, it wasn't really a complication. It was just something bad happened. The umbilical cord got wrapped around Alex's neck, and so whenever I was pushing and he wasn't coming out, and it had been 2 hours, they got the suction cup, and they well, after they had cut me a little bit, because they had cut me just a tiny bit to be able to try to get him out, and when he wouldn't come out, they suctioned him out, and that caused me to rip. And I ripped very far. I ripped the most severe, so, you know, they had to stitch me up. And it took about an hour for them to stitch me up afterwards. But, with the umbilical cord around his neck, they immediately took it off of him. And I remember, him laying on my chest and me just sitting there crying. Like, I even have a video of it. I'm not going to show it, though, because it's kind of gruesome, you know, because there's blood and everything. And I really don't want this video to get taken straight off of YouTube, so I'm not going to post that. But, yeah, so that's what happened, and he came out my beautiful baby boy, which he still is my beautiful baby boy. The thing about babies that, well, most people won't tell you is whenever they come out, they don't look like what they're going to look like, and they change a lot. So you can look at them and be like, oh, my child looks so much like me, and then like literally days later, that child does not look anything like the child that came out. So he's changed a lot. He's still changed a lot, and he's still changing too. But anyways, so yeah, labor was crazy. It was painful till they gave me the epidural. And one thing they also don't tell you about is that once you get the epidural, the pain in your back from it, it will hurt for a while. Some people, like for some people, that pain never goes away. We'll see how mine goes, but you know, you get the back cramps occasionally. But birthing a child really does cause a change for the most part, like a big change. Like, my belly is never going to be the same from being pregnant. Like, I used to have such a very pretty, like, flat belly that was, you know, tight and didn't have any stretch marks on it. Now I have stretch marks, and my belly's a tiny bit, like, worn out and all that. But I have been told that it gets better, but the stretch marks will not go away. They will turn white. They will turn from purplish red to white, which I'm completely fine with. But once I'm healed, I'm probably going to do workout videos, guys, so be prepared for that, because I have about 3 weeks left, because it takes about 6 weeks to heal, and it's already been 3 weeks, so that means 3 weeks left for me. I have my checkup on 26th, and they will tell me how far healed I am and how much longer it will take me, basically. So we'll see if it'll take me 3 weeks or if I'm almost healed already. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's not much more that I can tell you about my labor without it going too far. But anyways, so hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, guys.